Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
WWE Survivor Series. War Games is still over 2 months away, but it seems like major plans are already in place for the premium live event in November. Roman Reigns is once again expected to feature in the traditional War Games match if rumors are to be believed. The original Tribal Chief is advertised for the remaining PLEs in the calendar year. The WWE Universe is waiting with bated breath for Reigns' return now that he has reportedly wrapped up filming for his role as Akuma in the Street Fighter movie. Roman Reigns was in the midst of a feud with The Vision before Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed put him out of commission at Clash in Paris. In his absence, the USOs and LA Knight have continued to feud with Seth Rollins' faction. During the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, wrestling journalist Dave Meltzer reported that Roman Reigns and the USOs will come together to form a 5-man team to face The Vision at Survivor Series War Games. Reigns was to finish filming Street Fighter II this week, so he'll be available to come back. He's scheduled for Survivor Series, which is probably going to be another War Games with Reigns and USOs and 2 others against The Vision. The name the Rollins Group is going by, and 2 others. HT Ringside News. Who will Roman Reigns face at WWE Crown Jewel 2025? Roman Reigns is scheduled for WWE Crown Jewel in Australia, but there's no word on his opponent yet. Speaking to the Wrestling Classic, Bronson Reed said he would love to have a rematch with the OTC, but is unsure if he is medically cleared to return. I feel like if it's up to me, there's 2 people obviously in it, and I'm going to call out the 2 biggest names in the company. And it's either one, I run it back with Roman Reigns, I busted his ribs open after Paris, so I don't know if he's even medically clear. Or 2, I get in the ring for the first time with John Cena. Reed has unfinished business with Reigns as he came up short in France. Only time will tell whether the 2 men will run it back at Crown Jewel on October 11th. For years, WWE fans have come to know Survivor Series as one of the most unpredictable nights in sports entertainment. From legendary debuts to shocking betrayals, the event has always carried a reputation for rewriting history. With the return of the War Games format in recent years, the stakes have grown even higher. Now, all eyes are on this year's Survivor Series, where rumors are swirling that Roman Reigns will lead a team of 4 WWE superstars into the War Games cage. If true, it could mark one of the most dominant lineups WWE has ever assembled. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, still reigns supreme. Roman Reigns has held WWE in the palm of his hand for over 3 years. His era-defining run as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion has seen him defeat legends, future stars, and everyone in between. From conquering Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania to dispatching challengers like Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and Jey Uso, Reigns has solidified himself as the standard-bearer of modern WWE. However, recent months have presented new cracks in his armor. The Bloodline saga has taken dramatic turns, with Jimmy and Jey Uso splitting paths, Solo Sikoa carving his own reputation, and constant outside threats looming. For Roman, Survivor Series War Games could be the perfect stage to remind everyone why he is the face of WWE, and to do that, he may need to call upon reinforcements. The War Games format, a battlefield unlike any other for newer fans. War Games isn't just another tag match. 2 rings, 1 giant steel structure, and teams battling until only one side survives. It's chaos, strategy, and brutality all rolled into one. For Roman Reigns, the format presents an opportunity to showcase not only his dominance, but also his ability to rally allies under his leadership. War Games isn't won by one man alone. It's a war of endurance, trust, and ruthless execution. The 4 stars poised to join Roman Reigns. So, who could possibly stand alongside the tribal chief in this year's War Games? Reports, fan speculation, and storyline teases have led to some fascinating possibilities. Let's break down the 4 names most likely to join Roman Reigns inside the cage. 1. Solo Sikoa. The Enforcer. There is no Team Roman Reigns forms without the inclusion of Solo Sikoa. Since joining the main roster, Solo has become the Bloodline's unshakable enforcer. His stoic presence, devastating offense, and loyalty to the family have made him indispensable. In a War Games match, Solo's hard-hitting style could serve as the backbone of Roman's team, inflicting punishment on whoever dares oppose them. While tensions between Roman and Solo have been teased, Survivor Series could be the proving ground for whether the younger Uso cousin will continue to stand by the tribal chief or carve his own destiny. If he remains loyal, Solo will be a weapon few teams can counter too. Jimmy Uso, the prodigal brother, though the bloodline has fractured. It would be foolish to rule out Jimmy Uso siding with his cousin once more. Jimmy's betrayal of Jey Uso earlier this year shocked the WWE Universe, proving that family ties can be as sharp as a blade. His alignment with Roman might not be about loyalty, but about survival and relevancy. War Games offers Jimmy a chance to realign with the tribal chief and showcase why the Usos are still one of WWE's greatest tag team legacies. The storyline tension here is golden. Could Jimmy be trusted inside the cage? Or would he have his own agenda? Either way, adding Jimmy to the lineup would create instant intrigue. 3. Solo ally outside Bloodline. Braun Breaker. This year, there's growing buzz that Roman may look beyond his family to strengthen his team. One name that keeps surfacing is Braun Breaker. The former NXT champion has been tearing through the developmental brand, and recently stepping onto the main roster with explosive impact. Pairing Breaker with Roman would be a game-changer, a mix of established dominance and rising star power. Braun's intensity and powerhouse offense fit perfectly into the War Games environment. For Roman, recruiting Breaker could be about more than just winning. It could be about molding the next generation under his influence. 4. AJ Styles. The unexpected ally. One of the most surprising rumors is that AJ Styles could align with Roman for Survivor Series. At first glance, this seems unlikely given their history as rivals. Yet in WWE, strange alliances have often led to unforgettable moments. Styles has been vocal about being overlooked in the main event scene, and siding with Roman could be a way to reclaim relevance on the grand stage. For Roman, AJ brings credibility, agility, and experience inside cages and high-stakes matches. Adding Styles would also make for an unpredictable dynamic, blurring the lines between ally and adversary. The possible opponents, of course. A War Games match is only as strong as the opposition. If Roman is assembling a dream team, who could possibly stand against them? Speculation points toward a faction led by Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, and perhaps even Sami Zayn. These men have all tangled with Roman and the Bloodline in the past, and Survivor Series could be the culmination of their battles. Imagine the storytelling. Jey Uso facing Jimmy inside the cage, Cody trying to lead his team against Roman's dominance, and Rollins seeking revenge for years of tension with the tribal chief. The possibilities are endless. Why? This matters for Survivor Series. Survivor Series has always been about brand warfare. But in the past 2 years, WWE has shifted the narrative to focus on personal rivalries and faction dominance. War Games amplifies that shift, giving fans more emotional stakes. Roman Reigns leading a super team would not only raise the profile of the event, but also ensure the spotlight remains firmly on the tribal chief. Heading into WrestleMania season, this move would also showcase WWE's blending of established stars and rising talent. Fans want to see legends like AJ Styles mixing it up with new faces like Braun Breaker. Survivor Series could provide that perfect balance. Potential fallout while teaming up may sound promising. Survivor Series has a long history of alliances breaking apart. Roman's leadership could be questioned, especially if egos clash. Will Jimmy Uso truly fall back in line? Could Solo's patience with Roman wear thin? And if Styles or Breaker join the fold, could their loyalty be trusted? WWE loves to plant seeds for future feuds, and this War Games match could do just that. As Survivor Series War Games approaches, excitement continues to build. If Roman Reigns indeed leads a team of 4 superstars, fans could be treated to one of the most star-studded and dramatic War Games matches in WWE history. The Tribal Chief has always claimed to be operating on a different level. This time, he may prove it inside a cage of steel, surrounded by allies and enemies alike. One thing is certain, whether you love him or despise him. When Roman Reigns enters War Games at Survivor Series, the entire WWE Universe will be watching. And if he succeeds with his hand-picked team of allies, the legend of the Tribal Chief will only grow stronger.